I'm the Canton Junkie. I'm coming to you live from First Monday Trade Days. I am in the famous vendor fields over by the West Gate, and I can see the Civic Center, so that's where I'm located this month. And First Monday Trade Days is an event that happens every month. It's located in Texas, in a small town called Canton, and I love coming to Canton. It's my happy place, and I decided I wanted to document it independently at some point, a couple years ago almost. I wanted to document it, what it's about, and get that information out here on Instagram and also on YouTube. And we call it, at least where I'm from, because I'm not from Canton, but where I'm from, we call it Going to Canton. So it is called First Monday Trade Days, but we call it Going to Canton. And I do this live here to give you show updates every month in case there's anything you need to know about. Give you like a live view of the event. You know, maybe you're homesick for East Texas. Maybe you haven't been to Canton in a long time and you miss it, and you just get a little glimpse into it. And if you're watching this, even in replay, all sorts of tips and tricks are in all of these live videos, because we're just going over so many things in these lives that even watching them in replay, even if they're old videos, is very helpful. And one of the biggest parts too is I want to be a place where you can come with your questions and get them answered, because one of the issues is that the entities that run these things, their social media presence is not terrible, but they just don't seem to answer questions when people ask. So I want to be a place where you can come with your questions, get them answered. That being said, we are doing a Q&A at the end. So go ahead and drop your comments, your questions in the little comment box there at the bottom. And even if you're watching this replay, you can still add your comments down there and I will reply. Good morning, everyone. Got a couple people who just joined. We're doing a Q&A at the end, so go ahead and leave your questions in the comment box there at the bottom. Okay, so this month, it is so beautiful this morning, but don't let it fool you. We are in August, and the temperature I saw today is supposed to be about 98, I think. It is gorgeous this morning, especially in the shade. There's a wonderful breeze, but it is August. We are in the thick of it. And by lunchtime, we're all going to be sweltering. So, if you're new to Canton, going to be a new visitor soon, planning your trip. So, a first-time visitor, I'm talking to you. Don't recommend coming in the summer months. I just don't. These high heat, Texas heat months, I don't recommend it for someone brand new, because why? You will not get the complete and total Canton experience. I would say that these months are probably, you know, better suited for us veterans of Canton, people who've been here before, people who've been here during the busy months and understand what Canton is in its full glory. And coming in these hot summer months for a first visit, you won't get the full vibe, you won't get the full experience, and it'll just be, you'll wonder what we're all talking about, I think, because it's just a little more sparse in these heat months. A lot of the vendors are in full sun, and so in these super hot months, they're just, sometimes they take a month or two off just for, you know, safety and sanity. Hello everyone, we're doing a Q&A at the end. Had a couple people just join, so drop your comments and questions in that box below. We'll get to them at the end here. So if you're going to be new to Canton, please come during the more mild months for that full experience. So my favorite month to come to Canton is in November. It's kind of like it's out of a movie. It's magical, it's busy. Now, caveat, there is going to be a line for food, line for the bathrooms, people everywhere. There's a lot of people, but it's so exciting. And my favorite's November. And if you're new, I would recommend the fall months of October, November, December, or in the spring, March through June. Those are the months I would recommend for a first-time visitor. So if you're a returning guest this month, you're going to notice a difference. It's because of the heat. But please, you know, still come on out. If you've been here before and you're planning to, still come on out. Plenty to do out here this weekend. Want to make sure I go over a couple heat tips. Hydrate, make sure you bring drinks. I always bring a cooler. I put frozen water bottles in my, like bottled water, I freeze them at home. I bring them so I can keep one in my lap or something like that to keep cool. Bring my own drinks. A neck fan. I don't have mine out yet. Let me see if I can grab it. Neck fan. I like this style with the fan heads. That's my favorite kind. I've tried the other kinds, don't like them as much. This is the good kind, in my opinion. A regular towel or cooling towel that you can keep wet, really helpful out here. I always bring my umbrella to create my own shade, especially as we creep towards lunchtime. You're gonna need an umbrella. And I talked about frozen waters already. Okay. So, you know, there's not as much to report in the summer months because it's slower. There's not really activities planned. You know, the entertainment is not what it is during the busier months. I mean, like when was Easter? Was Easter in April this year? I can't remember. Like that month I had so much to report. I had like, okay, we're doing the Easter egg hunt. There's pictures with the Easter bunny. There's a bouncy house. There was so much to talk about. Same for November and December. Sometimes there's a lot of things I want to make sure you know are happening. But this month, not so much. Just hotness. Silver lining. There's a motorcycle going by. Sorry about that. Silver lining, ladies. We don't have to worry about our hair and makeup. I mean, I know this is kind of crazy, but it's so hot. Just put your hair up, be comfortable. Your makeup's gonna melt off. There's really no point unless you like are a vendor in the Civic Center with the air. There's really no point. So easy breezy mornings for us ladies in the summer. Okay. All right, Q&A coming up soon, everyone. If you haven't yet, go ahead and leave your comments or questions below. I'll answer them in just a few minutes here. So we're going to do a new little segment, a vendor shout out. Vendor of my choosing. You can't pay me to be shouted out. I just wanted to every month pick out a vendor, tell you what they're about, tell you where they're located, and so that you know the variety of things available. Sometimes they'll be my favorite vendors. Sometimes they're just whatever I pick that month. So this month, my very first one's going out to the ammo guys. The ammo guys are big fans of the Canton Junkie, especially the YouTube channel. The first time I met them out here, they waved me down. They're like, Canton Junkie! And I was like, hey guys. The first month they were here, they said, you know what? We heard about First Monday. We didn't know if it was right for us. We found you on YouTube, watched all your videos and said, that's the place for us. And they've been vendors here ever since, done very well. It's the ammo guys. Now you're probably familiar. If you're familiar with them, you know they were over by the Texas Best Red barn food place, lunch place. They have moved. This is their first month they've moved. So they are now located pretty much across the grounds, but an excellent location. So Highway 19 is like the main road that comes into Canton, and they are just off Highway 19 right in front of Original Pavilion 2. They've got loads of ammo, help you get everything you need. Even if you're not, like say you live local and you aren't even coming into the event, you could literally pull off on Highway 19, park really quick, get what you need, hop back in your truck and go. So they have a really great location. So that's the ammo guys in front of Original Pavilion 2. All right. And I also do a segment on what I'm wearing, if I got it from First Monday, because there's a lot of clothing vendors here for the ladies, and sometimes I'm like, I'm not getting anything this month, and I get something anyway. So this shirt, got it last month. It is from All Mixed Up with Love. They are in Original Pavilion 2, right where it kind of crosses over with Walkway by the Creek. They have lots of band shirts, really cool stuff. They do all hand distressing and hand tie-dye, and they have vintage stuff that's really cool for concerts and stuff. So check out All Mixed Up with Love. And then I took my shoes off while I was doing this, so here's here's the shoes I'm wearing today. These are from J10 in Arbor Boardwalk 1. She's actually not here this month. I think she had a family thing that she couldn't be here this month. So check her out next month. Arbor Boardwalk 1, J10 Designs. Great stuff. Okay, let's see here. All right, we're wrapping it up. We'll get to the questions in just a minute. If you haven't yet, get the First Monday app. It is for, Trade Day Navigator. It's done independently as well by some really awesome people. Zach and Robin, they make this wonderful app for First Monday Trade Days. He is a, I can't remember the word, but he makes maps for a living. So he made this wonderful map of First Monday Trade Days. There's no pop-up ads on it, nothing like that. It's not annoying. It's actually fantastic. So make sure you download that for your trip. You can drop a pin where you parked so you can find your car. It's really great. That alone makes it worth it. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It just helps populate it for more people to find First Monday, more vendors to find out and just sell here. The Canton Junkie on YouTube. Takes less than 30 seconds to subscribe. Okay, Q&A time. Try to keep it kind of brief in the summer months here. All right, let's see what we've got today. I miss doing Canton, says Jaded Jewels Glitter. I know whether you're a vendor or a shopper, it's kind of like an addiction or an illness. And I'm here now every month, but before that, if I came like once a month or, once a year, I mean, I was just crazy when it came time, like, oh my gosh, we're going, it's an addiction. And she says, I hope I can come back soon. You have to, especially in the fall. Miss Crystal says March, April, and October and November are her favorite months. Yes, those fantastic months, usually fantastic weather. Sometimes October is still in the hundreds. That's kind of wild, but it's still very busy because it's the fall, even though the temperatures might not say it. So those are great months to come in. Let's see. And Crystal also says, get those gel necklaces for keeping cool. You know, I think I saw a vendor selling those. Like they had them in a cooler on ice and you could buy them. So I'm going to check that out too. Okay. Love the clothing vendors. Cartographer, that's what makes him up. Thank you, Mom. But I think he's like some other profession, but he like, oh, is he a surveyor? I don't remember. But cartographer, that sounds pretty good. We'll call him that. Okay, no questions today. That's okay. It's a slower month. Sometimes I get lots of questions, sometimes just a few. That's okay with me. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining me, y'all. I'll be here, planning to be here next month. I need to check. Does it coincide with Labor Day? I'll have to check on that, but I'll plan to be here. And thanks for joining me. Do this every month. Instagram at 9:30s. 9:30s. I need more caffeine. All right. Have a great weekend, y'all. See you soon. Bye-bye.